Alright, live here from Philadelphia. Let's check. Let me just make sure it gets going. Does it say we're live?
There's 0 people. Now there's 130 people.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe my service is bad. Alright, boom. We are live right now. We are here in Philadelphia. We're here in Philadelphia. We're in the state of Pennsylvania. This is the most crucial state as far as who wins the election, because who wins Philadelphia and who wins the state of Pennsylvania, not just whoever wins the state of Pennsylvania will most likely win the election. Right now on Polymarket, Donald Trump is up overall 61% to 38% for Kamala Harris. Should go up a few points. And as far as Pennsylvania goes, it is 61% for Donald Trump and 39% for Kamala Harris. How are you guys doing? Who are you guys going to be voting for?
Say it again.
Who are you guys going to be voting for?
I'm going for Kamala Harris.
Okay. And what about you?
Trump.
Okay, so you want to vote for Donald Trump. She wants to vote for Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you want to vote for Kamala Harris?
Because she'll be the first president, first black female president, and want to give her a chance. I think she can do it.
Yeah. And when she says I want to give her a chance because she'll be the first female black president.
Yeah, I like that part, but our country doesn't need it just because she's the first of the first. We need somebody that's been in there and knows what they're doing. And Trump is not a Geppetto. He's not a Pinocchio. Nobody's pulling the strings for him. He's more of a Geppetto. He says what he wants to do and does what he wants to do. That's why I like Trump. Mm-hmm. And he's done more help for the community that I was raised up in. You know, he's helped us with even the stimulus packages and all that. So that's why I'm more with Trump.
Okay, cool. And so it is a critical time right now. We have a lot of things going on in the world. We got World War III is on the brink,
Right.
and the border is a mess, and inflation is all-time high. Do you think that having a first female black president is the most important thing for America right now?
When you say that, I don't think so. I think Trump will get the job done. Because that's what he was working on when he was in there last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to be voting for Donald Trump?
Right now, I'm going to think about it.
Okay.
I'm going to think about it.
But listen, you can't also say she's the first black. There's no country called black. She's the first woman of color
Right.
that will be in office in a presidential form. But I still I would support that part, but I'm not just doing it just because of that.
Yeah.
I need somebody that's not going to be scared. Other countries wouldn't respect us because I respect because it's a woman, but other countries don't respect women in power, even though we're from America and we do. But that would be we'll be frowned upon, and I think we'll get attacked more. Mm-hmm. With Trump's going to go out and do what he has to do. Awesome. So that's why I fuck with Trump. And he's also giving people that have been felons, just jobs and opportunity, because he's about to be a president again with felonies. So,
are you a felon?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Donald Trump gonna help everybody out.
Lord willing.
Lord willing. Hey, thank you guys so much for your time. We appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.
Erase that part that says I'm a felon.
We're live right now. And look at this. We got the Kamala sign right here.
Yes, we do.
And here in Pennsylvania, we just drove in here last night, and there's advertisements everywhere from North Carolina. We were in North Carolina yesterday.
She's been out here a lot. She's been down to Philadelphia a lot.
She was just down where I lived at in Southwest Philly. She was down there just at a water ice stand. So but Trump has also been to West Philly and supporting rappers and stuff that and that people have been frowned upon, because they're rapping. Mm-hmm. And thinking that just because their form of entertainment is a lot of times it's frowned upon, but that's the only way that people can express their how they feel. Yeah, so that's why I think Trump is more, he's down to earth. Camilla, yeah, she's going to be the first woman of color that might be a president. So that's all praise to God that she's even put in that category. So that's even going down in history. Yeah. So
not letting nobody take her out. She's doing what she's doing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of your day.
Right.
We will be safe. We will be safe. Yeah, we live. We live right now.
Hi.
How are you doing, ma'am? One sec, chat. Let's see. I'm gonna read some of your comments down below. All right, here we go. We are out here in the streets of Philly. Great place right here. How are you guys doing?
All right, find yourself.
Doing great.
Oh shit.
Who are you gonna be voting for?
Kamala already voted.
Really? You already,
Yeah,
and you
I sent them my ballot already.
and you voted for Kamala?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's lesser than evil.
yeah.
I feel. So what is this going to be on?
You're live right now. You got,
I'm live?
you got a couple thousand people watching you right now.
Okay.
And so when you went to go vote for Kamala Harris, was there just something inside of you that just said, Kamala's the one?
I know.
chosen.
I mean, I follow both of them, you know, but I just think she the one. I think Trump gonna have us all dead in a couple years,
Really?
or at war somewhere. I mean, because he's too arrogant.
You
know?
do realize that underneath Donald Trump, there was no wars. Underneath Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, we got
Not
about 3
yet.
wars going on.
That don't mean it wasn't gonna happen.
Well, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen, but
It did
don't
happen
mean
underneath
it
Joe
But
and Kamala.
Kamala, she got some work to do too. But I just feel as though she's a better candidate right now.
Okay. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, sir. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
All right, we're moving over here. We got people out here selling all. They got Harris Waltz shirts. I don't know if they might have a Trump shirt right here as well. How are you guys doing? Who are you guys voting for?
Harris.
Harris. What about you?
I ain't voting for nobody.
You ain't voting for nobody. We should vote for somebody. Yeah, we got people over here selling Harris Waltz shirts. There's a lot of people out here today. How are you guys doing? Where's the Trump shirts at? You sold them all. Oh wow! So you guys sold out all the Trump stuff, but the Kamala stuff still stands.
No, we're gonna prove without question of that. Actually,
What sells more? What sells more here, Trump or Kamala?
I was only bullshitting you. I was lying, right? We don't have no Trump shirts.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. And are you guys seeing a lot of support for Kamala Harris down here?
Absolutely, absolutely,
More so than for Donald Trump?
absolutely.
And you yourself, will you be voting for Kamala Harris?
Yes, I will. And some other Democratic candidates
And what makes you excited about voting for Kamala Harris?
to beat Trump. That's all I need.
Why do you hate Donald Trump so
I don't
much?
see how he-
Or why do you dislike
I
Donald
don't-
Trump?
No. I don't think he's the best candidate for the country. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Awesome. And what makes Kamala Harris a better candidate than Donald Trump?
Well, she didn't try to take over the White House. Right.
Okay. So January 6th is what gotcha.
Have a nice day.
You too. Best of luck out here. Nice shirts, some blue, some white. It's a Philly thing, Philadelphia. You too. Have a good one. Let's ask this lady right here. How you doing, ma'am? Do you have a quick second? You? We're live. Who are you voting for?
Huh?
Who are you voting for?
Sorry, I know she really need.
¿Para quién se va a votar? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? Okay. No se preocupe. Hasta luego. Alright, that person didn't speak English. Let's see who these guys are voting for. They're all chilling right here. How are you guys doing? We're live right now. Who are you guys voting for?
Oh no, don't put me on the camera.
Okay, we can't put them on camera. Probably some felons. How are you doing, ma'am? How are you doing? Let's see if we can talk to this guy. How you doing, sir? We're live right now. Who are you voting for?
None of your business.
Okay, none of my business. I was just asking. Let's talk to these people right here. How are you guys doing? Are you guys voting for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Neither. We're from Australia.
Oh, from Australia. They're not voting. Okay, let's talk to this lady right here. How are you doing, ma'am? Really quick, who are you voting for, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
I don't know.
You don't know. You got 13 days till the election.
I know.
And what makes you an undecided voter at this point?
I don't know, honestly. I really don't
If you
know.
wake up tomorrow, who are you going to vote for?
I don't know.
You don't know? Wow, okay. Have a good one. That's this guy. See, how you doing, sir? We're live right now. We're just talking to people here on the streets of Philly. Can we ask you a quick question?
Related to.
Yeah, with this being a swing state, a crucial state for the election.
I'm voting for Trump. Down with Kamala.
Yeah, awesome. Me as well. And we've talked to a lot of people here.
I don't support autocracy.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Dictatorship. Kamala says she's going to control the prices of everything, and you're the president. Your job's not supposed to be controlling the prices. They said Joe Biden couldn't control the price of gas, but then he's out here preaching, look at how my administration got the gas price down by like 3 cents. So if you're not supposed to control prices, and Kamala saying she's going to control the prices of everything, that's a dictatorship right there.
Yeah.
That's not democracy. They overthrew democracy when they threw Joe Biden out. You don't get to have Joe Biden voted in as the guy, as the candidate, and then overthrow him and kick him out and be like, oh, we're trying to protect democracy. You're the ones destroying democracy.
Yeah, I somewhat agree with that. They didn't even choose to vote to put in Kamala Harris. She didn't even win the primaries. She didn't even get. Didn't she get elected out?
She slept her way to the top. So
yeah. What do you think about Willie Brown and Kamala Harris?
Oh, her pimp. Yeah, I know about him. Yeah, I know all about Willie Brown.
What do you know about Willie Brown?
Oh man, he's got a lot of hoes. But you know, he's sitting over in California right now, waiting until she gets in, because Doug Emhoff, the husband, or I guess the cuckold, he's gonna be the first man if she gets in, and Willie Brown's gonna be the first pimp.
First pimp. Do you think Kamala Harris ever went to a Diddy party?
Obama's been to Diddy parties. We all know that a lot of people have been to Diddy parties. A lot of powerful, wealthy people. But what's going to happen is they're going to put Diddy down, just like they did Epstein.
Yeah.
They're not going to let that list come out.
Who do you think's on the list of the Epstein files?
Well, Bill Gates, obviously Bill Clinton, and pretty much any powerful person named Bill, for sure. Various celebrities, I mean, mostly in hip-hop and rap. I mean, from what I heard of what happened to Meek Mill with that audio.
You think Meek Mill actually took it up?
Took it up as in, like, what, up the ass?
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that Meek Mill got his prostate expanded, you know?
Yeah.
I don't doubt that at all.
Oh, okay. And do you think Diddy stays alive to go to trial?
No. They didn't let Epstein walk and go free. They had to put him down. They couldn't let his list get out. So they're going to do to Diddy.
Well, Trump said he's going to release the Epstein files if he is elected. Do you think people will start suddenly fleeing the country once he does release those files?
Well, it depends. I mean, how many times they tried to assassinate the guy? 3 times now? I mean, what? They're going to do what? 4th, 5th? How many times? I mean, it depends on what their prerogative is and what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to try and assassinate him because there's a bunch of radicalized people in this country, you know, calling Hitler, Trump Hitler, or Hitler-like or Hitler-esque individual. Last time I checked, when Trump was in for 4 years, I didn't see nobody getting rounded up and sent to gas chambers. So to be like Hitler, you have to have done what Hitler have done. So I think that's a whole lot of nonsense to call him Hitler, but there's a lot of stupid people who fall for it and who get radicalized, you know? Mm-hmm. They'll eat up the refuse and they'll spit it back out and they'll eat it up again, you know? They sit there and they waste their time watching lamestream media, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, throw away all of them. I listen to independent journalism. Mega corporation journalists have no credibility no more. Even Fox News is fake. They're not conservative. They're just controlled opposition. They're fake. They're liberal just like all the other organizations out there. I say down with Fox News too. What we need is an uprising of independent on-the-street journalists, like I guess you guys.
Here we are.
Even maybe like Tyler Oliveira, James O'Keefe, all these other people. What we need is a reform to journalism because sadly the First Amendment, as great as it is, it also protects scumbags who work in these mega corporate like media conglomerates for promoting propaganda, and they're allowed to get away with it.
Yeah.
The First Amendment, it's great, but it also protects propaganda. And that's just the way it is. So the only way to fix that is to create independent journalists and just get these like old school legacy media out of the way and just collapse them. Yeah. CNN's on the verge of collapse.
Most people don't realize that those big media companies, the only reason they're still alive is because of billionaires that pay for them.
Like George Soros and whatnot. Yeah, I know. They get ESG funding and stuff from like BlackRock and Vanguard. I know all about that stuff. So
Okay, very nice. And here in Philadelphia, who do you think more people are going to be supporting, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
It's Philly, so I hate to say it, but probably Kamala. But I don't know. Depends. Depends on how people feel about the last 4 years and how they can't afford to put food on the table, how they can't afford to support their kids, you know. They're struggling to put gas in their tank. Depends. I mean, is poverty and a decrease in wealth enough to convince people to change their mind and maybe vote Trump, or even a third party? Probably. I don't know. I can't say for certain. But with RFK endorsing Trump, I now see 10% of the liberal vote going to Trump now.
Yeah.
There was a decent, sizable chunk of liberals who supported RFK and his policies, you know.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people realize when you vote for Donald Trump, you're also going to get RFK, Vivek Ramaswamy. You're going to get Tulsi Gabbard. You're going to get a big team around him. With Kamala Harris, who are you going to get?
You're going to get an Obama fourth term. That's for certain. Because let's be honest, Joe Biden was not the one in charge. You're going to get more Nancy Pelosi. You're going to get more
Chuck Schumer.
You're going to get more of what's that guy's name? George Soros and him manipulating American politics while he's over in Europe. You're going to get more of that Klaus Schwab guy, too. The World Economic Forum over in Davos, Switzerland, he's going to be pulling strings. You're going to have Putin going around doing what he wants. Kamala's too weak. She's not going to stop Putin. Look, I don't support Ukraine or Russia, but Putin wants to expand, and that's bad. Ukraine's run by like a bunch of like deep state like scum. That's bad too. So I don't support Ukraine or Russia, but I still don't see Putin losing and completely taking over Ukraine if Kamala gets in. Whether you like Trump or not, love him or hate him, he said he's going to stop Putin. He's going to put an end to that stuff. He's going to put like a treaty in place between Ukraine and Russia and try to create some kind of like, like an agreement to bring those two nations together, you know. You've got China threatening Taiwan. Kamala's going to let Taiwan just get completely overtaken. You've got Israel versus Palestine, and even then, I don't support either side for those, because I know who runs Israel, and they're not good people, and Sharia law in Palestine says, hey, we could just go around and mass genocide and kill people. So now not every Palestinian's doing that, sure, but it's part of their Sharia laws. So I don't support the other side. I don't support those Ashkenazi Jews, and I don't support the Palestinians supporting genocide in their law system, you know. But, we're going to have more war, more conflict, and more death and suffering under Kamala. Whether you like it or not, Trump, his 4 years, there was no wars, there was no conflict. That's just how it is. And then, of course, with RFK on the ballot back in Trump, we can have a better chance of cleaning up our water system, getting rid of this fluoride that's intoxicating us, poisoning our bodies, clean up our agriculture and our food system, reduce pesticides, make our food healthy again so we're not getting poisoned by our food. And then, like, if there's any issues with the air pollution in the environment, we can also sort that out as well, you know? It's just that, like, I mean, I'm supporting Trump because it's like, I can't support the side that overthrew democracy, you know? And I'm not even really Democrat or Republican. It's just, I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I voted for Trump because I wanted to maintain a good economy back in 2020. And I want to see that come back again. But, Joe Biden was that guy who the Democrats wanted to put on the ballot, but then they took him off. And it's a sad day, Democracy doesn't exist in the Democrat Party, so.
Awesome. Hey, well, thank you so much for your time, sir. Appreciate it. Let's get back to work. Have a good one. Intelligent man right there. Spoke a lot of facts. Very smart man. Spoke a lot of truth right there. Interesting. A lot of times when you do talk to Trump supporters, they come out, oh, this lady's registered people to vote. Let's see. Hello?
You're doing the same thing. That's
I'm not registered to vote yet.
I'm not registering anyone.
Oh.
But if you can scan this link and send it out to some of your family and friends, it's a link to show them where they can go to register and where they can go to vote at in their neighborhood.
Here in Pennsylvania, do you need voter ID?
We don't need voter ID.
You don't need voter ID to
I
vote
don't
here in
think so.
Pennsylvania. That's a little dangerous, isn't it?
What you got me on?
We're live right now. We're talking to
okay.
people here. We
I
go
decline to speak
we
to
go
the
all
media.
around the swing states talking to people.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
You guys have a good luck.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Interesting. You don't need voter ID to vote here in Pennsylvania. We just learned that out. It is a big swing state. I believe it's 19 electoral votes here in Pennsylvania. Let me check. But they have, 19 electoral votes, and you do not need voter ID to vote inside the state of Pennsylvania. That's crazy. So that basically means you can show up and just vote. And we also, you guys, we got Burger T. She's also working a camera today. We're filming something special today.
Something special.
We're going to do a big old combination of everything here in Pennsylvania because we're spending not just one day here in Pennsylvania, but 3. So we got Burger T on the cam as well today. Let's talk to these ladies right here. Who do you think they're voting for? This group of 3 ladies.
Kamala Harris.
Okay, let's see what you guys. Let's see what you said. Let's see if Burger T's correct. How are you guys doing? You guys just visiting here in Philly, or you guys live here? Who are you guys going to be voting for?
We're from Canada.
Canadian. Wow. We always run into a lot of Canadians in here in the street. Burger T, you got to remember, you got to stay behind the cameraman line. You can't be popping in the screen with the camera. And sir, who are you voting for? Who are you voting for?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet.
Not sure yet. You got 13 days.
Yeah, no, I'm still doing my information.
Okay. So far, with all the information that you have read and received, who do you think is going to be best?
So far, I think Trump might be in the lead, but I would prefer Harris, in my opinion. But overall, I think, it depends. We'll see what happens.
Very nice night over here. You talking? You guys are helping people get registered to vote today?
Not necessarily, just reminding their friends of vote.
I'll remind their friends to vote. Yes. And we know Kamala Harris, she has $1 billion she has raised for her campaign. And so with all this funding, she's able to do a lot of stuff. Do you work for the Harris campaign?
No, I actually don't.
Oh, okay. What do you think about, so far here in Pennsylvania, we've seen just billboards everywhere. Kamala Harris, everywhere here.
I apologize, but I actually have to get going.
Oh, okay.
But I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, of course. We appreciate you. Have a good one. How you guys doing? Good. Are you guys going to be voting this year? How old are you guys?
18. I'm 20.
20. All right, who are you voting for?
Like, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, cause I probably vote for. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Probably what's that girl name? Kamala. Yeah, Kamala.
Okay, what makes you want to vote for Kamala?
It seems like she's trying to help us out a little more. You see how Trump making the taxes hikes high and all that.
Yeah, what do you think about this? Do you think Trump's gonna win, or do you think Kamala's gonna win?
Trump not gonna win.
I think Kamala gonna win.
He's been locked up before, so he's still fighting the trial.
Yeah, but if he wins, he can pardon himself, so he won't have no charges no more. Who do you think's more of a top G, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
A top G?
Yeah.
Donald Trump. Yeah,
Would you consider yourself a top P or a top G?
Wait, what's that though? What that
top
mean?
P? What do you think it means? Top P.
Top D?
Top P.
Top P?
With a P.
Top Trump?
No.
What that mean?
Top pussy. You don't want to be a top P, right? You want to be a top G.
Oh yeah, top G.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself a top G?
Yeah, I'm a top G.
Then why wouldn't you vote for the other top G?
Who? Kamala or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump. You said Donald Trump's more of a top G than Kamala Harris, right?
Yeah, I mean like, cause she not like.
Oh, dude, come on.
Bro, he better he was bringing that bread in and all that. Like, I don't know what she was doing. She talking about this.
Just want to make the world different.
Trump had that money coming in. You feel me? He supported the whole city.
So now we think about it. You think who you want to be the top G of the United States, controlling the country.
Trump might bring that bread back and all that. You never know.
He was first Kamala, then I asked him who's the top G. He says Donald
Yeah, like
Trump.
he got that head, like he survived that air shot. Like
What's up, vlogging?
We're live right now.
And
We got live. Or
plus-
follow me on the gram.
did y'all see the video of him put the 50 Cent song behind
Yeah.
it? Yeah, he the boy, bro.
So are you gonna be voting for Donald Trump?
I might.
Like, if you want a top G to be your president, are you gonna vote for Donald Trump or for Kamala Harris?
Yeah, I might. I still might vote for her though.
Why? Donald Trump took a bullet for democracy. He got hit in the head, stood back up and said, "Fight, fight, fight." What do you think?
He didn't get hit in his head. That's fake.
You think that blood's fake?
No, that was real. I think that was real because then the
It
boy
was
died.
real, but it grazed me.
Why you got a mask on?
Okay. I just got a mask on. I just keep it in.
That's a little fishy. And you got a shiesty on? Come on, man. What, you guys about to go do some shoplifting or what?
Say no, but no, I don't. Feel me? I just get money. I mean, I just be chilling.
Okay, you
But,
just be
My
chilling.
man just cashed out for this joint.
Just cashed out for the.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
I got a question. Why do so
Follow
many,
my mans
why do
on
so
the
many
gram.
kids wear shiesties around here?
YNs.
What if Kamala Harris wanted to get rid of shiesties from young kids in the city?
That's a Philly. It's a Philly
Show them what a
thing.
shiesty is. For people that don't know what a shiesty is, show them what the shiesty is.
This is a shiesty.
This is the. I think this is one of the root causes of crime inside the United States because you can pull that down and you look just like a bandit, right?
A YN.
A
You look like a YN.
What's a YN?
Young nigga.
Okay, well. Awesome. Well, you guys have a great rest of the day.
Follow the gram. You feel me?
Hey.
Yo, can I shout myself out though?
No.
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 I can't tell myself.
No.
Why?
No. That's not how it works.
GETBACK2L.
That's not how it works. No, I'm just kidding. What do you got to say to people? Hurry, really quick.
All right, look, I gotta say my name $WilliamMayer300 on Instagram and TikTok. I'm a famous TikTok. I be dancing. You feel me?
You be dancing.
Make
You
sure
be
y'all
dancing.
follow me.
All right, we will. If you say that, you gotta show us something.
All right. Clap it up.
Really quick.
Just clap it up real quick. Clap it up real quick. I got it. Clap it up.
No, we
clap it
can't.
up.
We can't. Karate kid up in here.
Clap me up.
Clap him up. Clap him up. Woo! Woo! Hey, there you go. There you go. Hey, there you go. That quick. Dance group called Dollar Boys. They had it going on. That was nice, impressive. How you doing, sir? Who are you voting for? Have you voted yet?
No.
Who are you gonna vote for?
Kamala.
Kamala.
Yes.
Interesting. We just talked to these young boys right here. They first said Kamala Harris, and I said, well, who do you think's the bigger top G here in the United States? And they said Donald Trump. And the kid was like, had him thinking after that. Who do you think's the top G of the United States?
Me by G.
Top G, like top gangster.
Trump.
Would you rather have a top G running your country or a female like Kamala Harris?
Female.
Why so?
Because, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a mother, she you know what I mean, she raised men. You know
You
what
can
I
tell
mean?
she raised a legend. Look at you. You got a rollie on your wrist?
No. It's close to it, though.
Close to it. That's very
Close to
nice. And what makes you excited about voting for Kamala Harris?
Because, man, I mean, all this rhetoric, all this stuff he talking about, nah, we ain't doing Hitler. You know, we ain't gonna do this Hitler thing.
What do you mean the Hitler thing?
Nah, we want democracy. You know what I mean? These women want to choose how to use their body. Now, all the other stuff he talking, nah, can't have it here.
But so you use the word Hitler. Hitler did a genocide, killed millions of people. How do we compare Donald Trump to Hitler?
That's what he want to do.
You want to kill millions?
Conquer and divide. He wants to conquer and divide the country.
Really? So you think Donald Trump wants to commit a mass genocide and wipe away a whole entire?
He talk about bringing the military against his opposers. You know what I mean? He knows for a fact if he loses, he's going to jail. He's going to jail, or he's going to leave the country.
What if he wins on the field? Nah, we don't carry on cash. Sorry. Yeah, when we think about it, I recently just heard a speech from Donald Trump. He said that if he's going to make it like legislation, if they find somebody burning an American flag, 1 year in jail. Do you think that's right?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I believe that.
But do you think somebody should get sent to jail if they burn the American flag?
Yeah, yeah, that's that's non-patriotic.
Yeah, and do you think it's patriotic of the Democratic Party to remove their candidate and not even give the Democrats an option as to who they want for their candidate and just put Kamala Harris in?
I mean, they told him to lay it down, retire. She is the vice president.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything would have happened to Biden anyway, she would have been president anyhow.
Yeah.
So.
But you don't think they should have had like any votes done or gave the people
can
the
I be honest
option?
with you? Like, I mean, I don't really get into that, but what I'm hearing, what I see on the news and everything, what I mean, she's the candidate. I'm going for it.
Mm-hmm.
Trump is out. Me and Trump, no.
Yeah.
What I mean,
What do you think is the number one issue facing America right now?
Division,
Racism,
and division.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And do you think Kamala Harris will be best to
Yeah.
get everything done?
Yeah,
Oh, look,
absolutely.
we got some big Kamala supporters right here. We're going to talk to them.
Okay, y'all give them a shout.
Hey,
I'm going to grab
you
some
a great
food.
man. You'll get some food.
Have a blessed
All
day.
right, here. There we go. We got some Kamala Harris. Look at these women right here for Kamala Harris. We love it.
Make sure y'all vote for my girl, period. The number one, and she's the greatest. This going on the news?
Yep, you're live right now.
Oh my God.
You guys are live.
Yes, make sure y'all vote. Trump is for the slumps.
Okay, come back. Why are you guys voting for Kamala Harris?
Oh, we're not voting. We're helping get people to vote.
Yeah, we helping get people to vote.
Really? So Kamala Harris is hiring minors to vote? Help people to get vote?
No, we just
That's
doing
a
it.
little
We're doing
fishy.
it because. We're doing it just because. Vote!
These girls aren't even old enough to vote, and Kamala Harris is paying them out here to get people to vote. It's Nick Shirley. Who are you voting for, ma'am? Trump.
Yeah.
Do you see that those girls, they're not even old enough to vote, yet they're getting paid by Kamala Harris to encourage others to vote for her?
I mean, you don't know if they're getting paid. Do you think
Pretty
so?
sure they are, yeah. The Democrats have $1 billion right now they've
I
raised.
think if you don't have if you're not old enough to vote, you probably don't have your own house, you probably don't pay your own bills, you probably don't have your own finances to know the repercussions of who you vote for. So.
Today, we're interviewing people stuff. So like, feel me?
And
On a scale of 1 through 10, how would you rate his looks?
no, we don't do that kind of stuff.
I'm married
No.
anyway, so it'd be a 0.
And are you from Pennsylvania?
No, I'm from Florida.
Florida. And do you think Pennsylvania votes red or blue?
I don't know, honestly. I would guess blue, but I have no idea.
If she wins the state of Pennsylvania, most likely that she wins the election. She wins Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan. She wins 2 of those, and then Nevada or Arizona.
Well, I would encourage people to vote for Jesus Christ as Lord, and clearly at her last rally, when somebody said that, she said they were at the wrong rally. So I would encourage anybody who votes for Jesus to vote for the opposite party because he's the one that matters most of all.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's something that's interesting with Kamala Harris, because I've been doing this stuff for a while. I've seen a lot of times of her switch her stance on subjects just like that one. For instance, she called all Gen Z stupid, and she said that's why we live in dorms and that's why we have dorm advisors in these colleges. And then another speech she said, "Oh, I love Gen Z, they're awesome." And then someone says Jesus is Lord. She said, "Well, obviously you're at the wrong rally." And then the next day she goes to a Baptist church to go celebrate her birthday.
Well, at the end of the day, it's your trust is not in a candidate. Either it's Trump or Harris. Your trust should never be in a political party. It should always be in the Lord and Christ Jesus. So, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I say it's a vote for which morals your faith aligns with. But, I mean, of course, they're going to flip-flop. So, I mean,
just the pandering is kind of like
yeah, I mean, they're going to do that to fit your narrative to try to get whatever low-hanging votes you can get. So, I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Hey, well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
I
I'm
just
sure
wanted to
people
follow
here
you guys.
in the chat are loving you. Look at, they're saying, we trust in Trump. God is in. Oh, yeah, they're saying, get her number. But no, she married everybody.
I'm married. So
Smart woman.
He's a 0 in my book because I'm married. So.
Vote for Jesus, people are saying.
Yes, so that's your only hope. So it doesn't matter the political party, honestly, because at the end of the day, you can't trust in what they say at all. But you can trust in the Word of God, so you can follow that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, ma'am. We appreciate it. Beautiful. We got 4.7 thousand people here inside the chat. You guys chat. I want to get this stream up to 10K. Each person sends this stream out to somebody. Right now, while we are live, we can get this up to 10K. All right, let's keep moving on. Let's go. Boom, let's go. We're at 5.1. Here we go. How you guys doing?
Having a wonderful day.
Where are you guys from? Not
Australia. Man,
What do the people in Australia think about Donald Trump and Kamala Harris?
That's a pretty odd question, man. You dudes are at a pretty strange crossroad, man.
Yeah. Who are you guys? Who would you support?
Trump gets things done. I don't know enough about Harris. She, hasn't pushed anything forward, so I don't know.
Come here, come here.
I don't know.
We need help. We need help.
I don't know. I'm from
We're
Australia.
undecided voters.
I can only tell you what my view. I think democracy needs fixing. That's as simple as that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Democracy needs fixing. End of story. Let's see what these ladies are going to say. How are you guys doing? Having a blessed day so far? Yes. Awesome. Who do you guys think wins the state of Pennsylvania?
Huh?
Who do you guys think wins the state of Pennsylvania between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris?
Harris.
Harris. What do you think? Nothing? Okay, no worries. Let's ask these guys. They got some blue sunglasses. Question for you. Do those blue sunglasses have to do anything with the color you're going to be voting for this year?
No, just a side bus New York.
Oh, and who are you going to be voting for? You say Kamala?
I didn't say anybody.
I was confused today. Alrighty. Okay. How you doing, ma'am? You got a quick second? How are you doing? Do you have a moment, ma'am? We're live right now. Can we ask you a quick question? We're trying to talk. We're just going around all America. We're going to the 7 swing states, talking to people. Just trying to speak to beautiful women like yourself.
What about it? What's going on?
Yeah. Who are you going to be voting for?
Well, I just voted. Come to find out. Okay. I don't like to tell. Should I tell? Well, Kamala Harris.
What do you mean you just voted? Come to find out.
Are y'all putting me live on TV?
Yeah. Look, we're live on YouTube.
Oh no! Take me off of YouTube.
Well, you're live already. And what made you vote for Kamala Harris?
And now y'all asking me that.
Yeah, we want to know why.
I'm not gonna give you my opinion.
Is it a good one though?
It's a good one.
Oh, okay, what is it?
Well, I think she might be a better candidate for our country. That's what I think. With all the confusion and the chaos.
Oh, okay. Just because of that?
I just want to be relaxed.
Oh, okay.
And live the rest of my life peacefully. Okay.
You think Kamala Harris is a woman to keep everything at peace around the world and in America?
The way it's looking and what we had experienced before, maybe so. Now y'all put me on the spot now.
Crucial times.
Oh, he gonna say yeah, shake his head. I am on the spot.
You are on the spot.
Well, leave me alone.
Look, at people are talking about you right here. They're saying smart woman. They say more masks for Harris.
But then somebody gonna see me on there and be like, I saw so and so.
Yeah, they're gonna say we saw that beautiful lady walking the streets of Philadelphia. Have a great one. No, we ain't, ma'am. Oh, let's go, Mr. Kerry Small for the $5 donation. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Talk to this guy here at the orange glasses. How you doing, sir? Having a good day? No? What's up? Okay. Well, are you going to be voting?
Oh, I already voted.
You already voted?
Oh, God.
And who'd you vote for?
We ain't got nothing to do with no presidency.
Yes, it does.
No,
right now it does. You're live.
We're not government officials.
Yep.
No, we're not government officials. We're retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's right.
But
I didn't say that. I said the mayor is a black female for the first time in all of history. Right, Frank Rizzo? Right.
Wow. So, safe to say he already voted and he voted for Kamala Harris. How you doing, ma'am? Having a good day? Yeah. Really quick? Okay, we're going to move over here. There's a lot more people walking around here. So far, it's been a lot more for Kamala Harris here in Philadelphia. And that was strange. They had like 16-year-olds getting paid by Kamala Harris to encourage people to vote for her. Really quick. How you guys doing?
Good.
Awesome. State of Pennsylvania. It's a swing state. Philadelphia, biggest city here in Pennsylvania. Who are the people of Philadelphia going to be voting for? Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
Kamala Harris. Even though I'm not old enough, but if I could vote.
Kamala Harris.
Are you guys old enough?
I'm not. It's like a one-word answer?
Yeah.
I feel like, Kamala. I feel like Kamala's definitely.
And so why are all the high schoolers voting for Kamala Harris? Or, well, they can't vote, but why would they vote for Kamala Harris?
Cause she queen. You didn't see her.
She what?
She's queen. You didn't see her.
She's queen. Okay.
I feel like because of what Donald Trump says on the news and stuff like that, like we hear that and we're kind of like taking that in as who he is as an individual. So that kind of, based off media, I guess.
What do you guys think about Donald Trump going to McDonald's?
I feel like he trying to be relatable so bad. I don't like that.
Yeah, I already do that for 6 hours a day, so him
Yeah,
doing it really didn't shock me. Like, oh my gosh, you work at McDonald's? Me too. Like, oh wow.
Just like when he was telling people to drink bleach, like he trying to have a Twitter moment. I don't know what
Like
he's
he's
trying
trying
to
to
have
be
a
like a
Twitter moment
meme
for.
because that's like the trend, but we're not feeling that at all.
He's not like really that funny. Like, it's like.
So do you think Kamala Harris is very funny with all her laughing and she's just like one thing?
Yeah, like if you fell from a coconut tree.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
And we did it, Joe. Like, wow. Like, she said, we did it, Joe. We did it. I was really like, that definitely tickled me deep down.
Really? That tickled you deep down?
Yes.
Wow.
Who you voting for?
I'll be voting for Trump.
Who you voting for?
I'll be voting for Donald Trump.
Okay, why?
Trump makes sense. I don't think what's going on here in the country makes much sense. You got wars that are going all across the world. You got tens of millions of illegal immigrants entering the United States. Inflation's at all-time high. Cost of living's at all-time high. And things aren't looking good.
I agree.
You're right. I respect your views.
He said he agrees.
Well, no, I don't agree with Trump, but like stuff you said, yeah.
Yeah, but all that stuff happened underneath Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. So I think if you take away the name Donald Trump, if you take away the name Kamala Harris, if you were to look at the stats, what Donald Trump did and what Kamala Harris did.
Inherit Donald Trump's like economy and all that though? Is that not like Donald Trump thing?
That's what they say about Donald Trump inheriting Barack Obama's economy. So I don't know if it's fair to say.
That's why we had the money though. We was up living. Now look at us.
That was in the stimulus check. That's when you got the stimulus from Trump. Was when you were
only got the stimulus. I don't know, like not to be like picking sides and stuff, but we did only get the stimulus from Trump because we had COVID. Like we wasn't going to get we was of course going to get social security.
Yeah, but he actually helped out the people when they need it. When people need help in North Carolina and they lose their houses, turns out they don't even have any more money because they gave it all to illegal immigrants. So if you want to think about someone that's going to put American people first, you might want to think about who
That's
you're going to
really
go for.
insensitive though, so I'm not going to say that. I don't. That's like what?
You think people that don't live inside our country, that don't pay into the system, that do not pay taxes, should get United States tax dollars to live inside the United States as they came into the country illegally?
Yeah, dude. Right, rich people really pay taxes too. Like what? I'm confused. Don't post.
Well, I'm talking about specifically in the case of what happened in North Carolina. They got $750 as the starting thing. That's all they were able to offer them because they gave away $1 billion to illegal immigrants. With, I'm not sure if you pay taxes, but your mom, your dad's money went to illegal immigrants. Meanwhile, when it comes to need,
I mean, if it's going to help people, that's fine.
But shouldn't the people that pay into the system receive the help before somebody that just comes in the country illegally?
They never help us. So why are we like being sad now? If you want to be sad, y'all should have been sad.
What?
I'm just saying, did they ever help us? Like, let's be real.
Did who ever help us?
When did Donald Trump ever help us? He gave us the 2000, and he didn't really want to give us 2000 anyway.
But there was no wars when Donald Trump was president either.
Like, all right.
So I mean, all right, you guys just have a good one.
Oh my gosh, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. How you doing, sir?
I recognize you on YouTube.
Hey,
Name and everything,
Nick
too.
Shirley.
Oh, nice.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you. I'm good.
We just talked to these girls right there and that guy, and when we start talking about what's going on here in America, they just don't believe it. And when we talk about billions of dollars going to illegal immigrants, they aren't offended or they aren't even mad that their parents' money goes to other countries.
Yeah, because it's funded by taxpayers, which is us. So, yeah, I'm all for Donald Trump. So, cast my vote as soon as I got my mail-in ballot. I support like putting America's first and not funding illegal immigrants. Over like the 10 million illegal immigrants that's going into like these cities, especially PA. From what I checked, I could be wrong, though I'm gonna fact check it later. Like 200,000 illegal immigrants into the sanctuary cities and everything. It just sucks because not only our borders are open, we're paying for it, and not to mention we have Lake and Riley that was like killed from an illegal immigrant that wasn't supposed to be here, and Kamala Harris so busy giving us basically like how she grew up in the middle class and all these other talking points and everything. It's just tedious. It's annoying at the time because it's just, the Democrats just love to put like the wall over our eyes, and we're to blame for not just accepting what is or what's reality and all. So, and that's the devil. That's the devil's biggest trick, is to is to just deceive the people that are ignorant. A lot of people, unfortunately, they're not doing their research and everything too. So
yeah, it's interesting. I can ask you this question. I can ask a lot of people who they're going to be voting for, and I often find out that when I ask somebody who they're voting for and they say Donald Trump, and I ask why, they're able to give like a list of reasons why. And when I ask somebody why they're voting for Kamala Harris, it is, well, she'll be the first female black president, first female president, and she ain't Trump.
That's like the main too. It's like they can most Kamala Harris supporters, they cannot name a specific policy. They'll just bring up either her sex or ethnicity, or hate Trump, or just vibes and energy. So I'm totally against that. I'm tired of coming out in my neighborhood and looking at the same things over and over. The amount of because I used to live in Kensington. Kensington is bad.
Yeah, it's really bad over there in Kensington. I've been there.
Yeah, they call it like the zombie apocalypse and everything too. But it's just heartbreaking, and we continue voting for a party that does nothing but just incentivize. Like I think in San Francisco, they give the needles to the people, and safe injection sites, which is an oxymoron as well. That will just it will just basically the people that are addicted at that the particular time, they're going to meet the ultimatum of eventually dying rather than just giving them a help. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's very dehumanizing, and you could, it's just basically common sense. That's why I was never really a Democrat. I'll say I was more of an independent, but I just changed my political party to a Republican because it's more of a common sense, more America's first, and more peace and prosperity. Most people don't even know that Trump, he signed the Abraham Accords. It was peace in the Middle East. I was looking into that as well. Yeah, like I would say in my terms, we need the big dog in office.
Yeah.
45, 47.
I just asked some kids over here as well, 20-year-old, and they first said they're going to be voting for Kamala Harris, and I said, who would you rather have, a top G or a top P in office? And they said top G. And I said, who's a bigger top G, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? He said Donald Trump. I'm like, do you consider yourself a top G? He's like, yeah. I'm like, then why wouldn't you want another top G as president? He's like, yeah, I think about that. I'll rethink.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, that's why I like most of these campuses. Like, I'll say to most of these universities, you're like, I've been like watching videos and reels and actually reading up on anti-Semitism and all that, the hatred of the Jews and all, and they're doing it openly. But I'm glad the fact that we actually have a president that's not so politically correct, and he just calls, things out. He calls a spade a spade. That's what I like about him.
Yeah.
Trump reminds me of that cool grandpa that does being like, I don't know, it's just like he gives that coolness.
Yeah.
Like he's just so cool, so suave, and just straight to the point. And
what does Joe Biden give you?
Only his only weakness is stairs. That's his only weakness. So, but yeah, like blowing up the deficit and all the illegal immigrants and everything, bring them back to, ship them back to whatever they came from and start putting America's first. We need Donald Trump in office. So,
awesome, mic drop. Thank you, brother.
For sure.
We appreciate it. Thanks.
Drain the swamp. Trump 2024.
You heard it there. Drain the swamp. Trump 2024. Educated man right there. He already cast his vote, and he voted for Donald Trump. Awesome. We'll move over here. Got some more people coming through. All right, we got a man with American flag shirt. Let's see if he's already voted. How you doing, sir? Love the American flag on the shirt. We're live right now. We're just talking to people. Have you voted yet? No, he's not going to talk. Not feeling like talking. How you doing, ma'am? Having a great day? Let's talk to these Penn State students. Do you guys go to Penn State? Okay, are you going to be voting this year?
I'm not a citizen yet.
Not a citizen. Okay, you ain't voting. Booker T, are you surprised from the reaction so far we've seen so far?
Once again, no, I'm not surprised. We were here a few months ago, well, not maybe a month or so ago for the debate, and it was extremely, extremely hard to find one person that
today we're at
wanted
least
to
getting a
support
few people
Donald
voting
Trump.
for Donald Trump.
But
We've got
it's
4.
looking better today. We have gotten a few, so I'm feeling better.
Perfect. He's feeling better. We've gotten, out of all the people we've interviewed so far, we've got about 3 people or 4 people so far have said they're going to be voting for Donald J. Trump. Let's move over here. We got a lot more foot traffic coming through. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Hello, hello. All right, let's set up right here on this corner. Trump or Kamala Harris? Uh-oh, man. How you doing, sir? YouTube. We're live. Who are you going to be voting for?
That's personal, man. I'm not going to...
Okay, too personal. Who do you think is going to win the state of Pennsylvania?
I think Trump.
You think Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you think is going to make America great again?
Who said that?
So is it safe to say you'll be voting for Donald Trump? I'll be voting for Trump.
That's fine, but I won't disclose my my voting choice on camera.
Okay, no worries. I have a feeling he's voting for Trump.
All right, take care.
You too. Have a good one. How many people have voted so far here in Pennsylvania? Maybe 1 million or so? Do we know how many people? Let's ask this man right here. How you doing, sir? With the rollie. You got a rollie on you right now? Okay. Who are you voting for?
I'm not going to disclose that information.
Okay. Too personal?
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to make America better?
I'm not going to disclose that either.
You're not going to disclose that? Okay.
No, I'm not going to.
Who do you think wins the state of Pennsylvania in general? Who do you think wins the state of Pennsylvania in general?
Nobody.
Nobody. Well, somebody's got to win. All right. Let's talk to this guy. How you doing, sir?
Doing good.
Good. Are you from here, from Pennsylvania?
I'm actually late for a movie. Sorry.
Oh, well, dang it. Let's talk to this guy with the do-rag on. How's it going, sir? Really quick, we're live. Can we ask you a few questions? Can you turn the music down so that YouTube doesn't take down the video? Yeah, we're just seeing who do you think is going to win the state of Pennsylvania with the election coming up?
I don't even know who voted. I mean, I don't even know who running. Who running?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we got Donald Trump and Joe Biden.
Man, Donald Trump. I just feel like Donald Trump gonna win. I don't fuck with Donald Trump though, but he gonna get us money. I think the world needs money. You know what I mean? I think he a smart man when it comes to financial wise, but I think he is racist. You know, but I think he gonna help America get money, and the more money America gets means the more money that they gonna spend. You know what I mean? So I think that's his mindset. You know, and I want money. So if he gonna give us money, that's what I want. I like Joe Biden, but Biden, whatever, but he be doing some dirt low key that people don't know about.
Yeah. What do you think about that girl, Kamala Harris, the female?
I think it's the same way. I think
like if she were to run for president, do you think she'd get a lot of votes?
I think she'll get a lot of female votes. You know, and but I like women. You know what I mean? I got love for women, but
Me too.
I just feel like I don't think a woman could just like be in charge of the world. You know what I mean? It's a big responsibility. You know what I mean? So I just don't think that she's capable of doing it. I think she could do some good things. You know, I think she got a good heart. You know, but that's not gonna help you run the world. You know what I mean? You gotta have a mindset to really know how to run this world. And I also think that she's definitely contributing to sex trafficking. That's my opinion. I think she's involved with that.
With the border?
Yeah, I think she's involved with that. This is all my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's nothing about facts. It's
we
just
do
what
know that 300,000 migrant children have gone missing.
Yes, and they was missing under who?
Kamala Harris.
And Joe Biden under them. So you know, I think she's involved with that or something with it. Either that or she's not doing anything about it. You know, so I definitely look at things like that. So that's I take that in consideration. You know what I mean? So, but I think she got a good person. I think she got a good heart and everything. I just don't think she's capable of running the world. You know?
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people don't understand that 300,000 migrant children have gone missing underneath Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Ma'am, how are you doing? Who are you voting for? Did you know that over 300,000 migrant children have gone missing over the past 4 years?
No.
No. Does that concern you at all?
Yes. But what concerns me is we don't take care of our own.
Yeah.
We're always talking about everybody else, but we don't take care of none of our own people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my whole thing. I want everybody to realize we need to take care of our people. What about our homeless people? All on the streets. We're not taking care of our own. We're worried about every other country, but we're not worried about the USA.
Yeah.
So that's, my whole speech.
And when you hear that the United States has given over $200 billion to countries like Ukraine, Israel, and then you hear that we have now given billions of dollars to illegal immigrants in cities like New York City every single day. They're spending $12 million on illegal immigrants. When you show up to the voting polls, does that make you want to vote for that same person that approved a lot of that funding?
It makes me want to vote for neither because, to be honest with you, I don't trust anyone.
Yeah, but if you have to trust, because you do have the option this year between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris.
I don't trust neither.
Okay. So
I'm being honest. I don't trust neither.
So you might not trust them, but who do you think is going to make the change and put American people first?
Neither. Because if you're not going to take care of the poor and the middle class, it doesn't matter. Okay? We've already taken care of all the rich people. What about the poor and the middle class? So, neither.
Are you going to be voting this year?
No.
No. So you realize that if you do not vote, you still have the right to complain, but you don't really have a reason to complain because you were complacent in that fact that you didn't vote.
Well, we're complacent every year in the people that we put in office.
But, you do have, especially being in a swing state like Pennsylvania, you have the ability to go and cast a vote and make that decision as to who's going to win. Who do you want to be your leader? And
he's not running.
Okay, but you have right now your best options are Donald Trump and Kamala Harris.
No, they're not. I don't agree with that.
Well,
they're
two
not.
Options you have.
They're the only two options. So there is no best option. They're the only.
You're listening
two
here
options.
on the street. What do you got to say?
I am voting for Donald Trump because he's not perfect, but I'm voting on policy, not personality. And all the money, like you were saying, all the money that's been sent to Ukraine, why hasn't that gone to help poor people? Why hasn't that gone to house veterans? I feel like the country was so much better off after his 4 years that he was able to serve. And he was under so much duress that I'd like to see him be able to finish what he started. And I just feel like people, I understand why you're saying that you're not going to vote, but I feel like every election since the dawn of time has been people having to choose from the lesser of two evils. And I just think, like, you have to decide which one you hate less. If that's what it comes down to. Really, that's how I feel.
That's really understandable, but what if I hate them the same? I mean, Obama's not running, Bill's not running. To be honest with you, I'd take George Bush, okay? I'd take John McCain. I'd take Nikki Haley. So, and none of them are running. So I can't do the lesser of two evils because evil is evil any way you look at it. And all the people that can't run again or haven't run or has passed away, Nikki Haley probably would have got my vote. And I'm not even a Republican.
I'm pretty sure she's backing Donald Trump at this point.
I know who she's backing, but I still would have probably picked her over all that. And that's being honest.
Do you think there's any possibility that a lot of the news that we've heard about Donald Trump has not been true?
I don't think that I go by the news. I think I more so listen to what you say. So I don't go by the news. I don't use the news because the news is a lie on everybody. The news constantly lies. So no, I don't go with the news. I go with you say out of your mouth. And, you know,
He's pretty coarse sometimes.
that's an understatement.
I heard somebody say he's an asshole, but he's my asshole. Because the guy that said it was like, I love his policies. Don't know I'd want him to be my best friend.
I can't, anybody that is derogatory towards women and minorities, I can't.
There's so many minorities that are backing him.
I know, but I can't.
There are. So I think there's more to the story than maybe we're hearing about.
There's always more to the story. I believe that. There's always more to the story, but I just can't.
I get it.
My God-given mind will not allow me to do that. You know, it would be just like the Catholic priest, and I'm Catholic. So.
Well, it'll be interesting to see who wins for you, ma'am.
It will.
And may the best candidate win.
Yes.
May the candidate that is going to help this country move forward. That's all I can say.
Okay. Well, thank you very
Have
much.
a good one. You're welcome.
Anything else you'd like to say? You got a couple thousand people watching you right now.
Are you kidding?
Yep.
Really?
You got 5,000 people watching
I
you.
have no idea.
They said, dude, we need to hire this lady.
I just feel like Donald Trump that the mainstream media has vilified him, and yet you see there's so many black leaders who are not just backing him for the presidency, but they're his inner circle, they're his friends. How can that be? Amber Rose, who spoke at the RNC, I loved what she had to say. She was like, I was so totally against him, and my father said, you're wrong. You don't know the truth about him. And when she really looked into it, she said, these are my people. And so I really feel that we've been lied to, and a lot of people have just bought it because maybe there are voices they've listened to for a long period of time, and they've trusted those voices, and they're not hearing anything else. And because I am conservative, yes, I'm listening to conservative voices, but because I live in the culture I live in, I can't help but hear all the other voices too. And so I feel that I've really heard a very balanced, everybody's perspective. So I can't wait to go and cast my vote for Donald Trump.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure people are loving it here in the chat. They're saying, this lady, look at them. They're saying, MAGA, Trump all the way. MSM, the mainstream media, propaganda is real. Awesome. Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a great rest of your day. Have a good one. Great conversation right there. I feel bad we just had to leave our one guy that was in the do-rag, but this lady grabbed our attention, then we had to move to her, and she was just a citizen on the street. And she overheard the conversation about the lady, and she couldn't help herself. She went broke her team mode and had to step in. Yeah, if we find the guy with the do-rag again, we'll come back to him. We got some people out here registering people to vote. There's like people that are just like walking around with QR codes, telling people to send that to them, their friends, to get them to vote. Interesting. How you doing? Awesome. Here, we're moving up here. Got some folks to talk to. I'm interested to see what happens because we're going to spend 3 days here in Pennsylvania. We're going to go to here in Philadelphia, obviously. We're thinking maybe Lancaster tomorrow or somewhere else. You guys let me know. And then we will be going to Pittsburgh as well, so we can see what's actually happening here inside Pennsylvania, as this is one of the, if not the most crucial swing state. Ma'am, who are you voting for? Who are you voting for? You don't vote. Okay, let's move up here. Let's see. How you doing, sir? Are you going to be voting this year? Are you going to be voting this year?
Yeah.
And who are you voting for?
Not decided.
Undecided?
Yeah.
Who do you hope wins? Who are you leaning towards right now?
Maybe Trump.
Trump?
Maybe.
Okay. Great to hear. Have a great rest of your day. Best of luck. Another Trump guy right there. I don't know. Trump might just win. Oh, let's ask this guy in the crop top. a guy in a crop top. Who do you guys think he's going to be voting for? Let's see. How you doing, sir? How you doing? We're live right now. We're talking to people here in the streets of Philadelphia. We know this is a swing state.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins the election here?
I don't know who wins, but I'm very much hoping that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz win.
Okay.
Yeah.
What makes you excited about voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz?
I think it's a question of character and values. They are focused on lifting people up, improving the economy, supporting small businesses, supporting civil rights for LGBTQ folk, women, and others. And that's the sort of person I want to get behind.
Okay. Do you think, we've seen a lot of interviews from Kamala Harris these past few weeks. How do you think she's performing in these interviews?
I think she's doing great. I think she's coming out strong. I think she knows what she believes. I think she knows how to resonate with voters. And I, for one, am very excited to vote for her. So.
Yeah, and she came out with something pretty cool about the $25,000 home loans on first-time home buyers. What do you think about that?
I think that's great. I think anything we can do to make it within the reach of most people to acquire the American dream, whether that's owning their own home or starting a small business or being able to make decisions about their body, I think that's a really good thing.
Do you think Tim Walz is a good VP pick?
I do. I think he has a good progressive track record, and I think that he is able to also resonate with voters in swing states and across the Midwest. Being somebody who's from Nebraska and was governor of Minnesota, I think he's very relatable to a lot of people.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day. Nice guy. Nice guy right there. He's a big Kamala Tim Walz guy. Tucker Carlson, I just saw a thing Tucker Carlson said Tim Walz seems like a gay guy. Did you see that? That was interesting. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good. Who are you voting for?
Who am I voting for? The left.
The left. Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And why so?
Why so? Because I think we need to protect democracy across the United States, and we need someone who will do that.
In what ways is democracy being threatened from Donald Trump?
I think his rhetoric is has an authoritarian dictatorship, and I don't think he's kidding about some of that stuff he wants to do. And so I think taking away some of our freedoms, not just our freedom of speech, is one big thing I think he's going to try to take away, and also having a civil discourse.
Yeah. And did you see the news yesterday? Joe Biden said that he's hoping we need to lock Donald up. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's a pretty facetious way of saying things, and he did say something different about that. He said, yeah, that I don't mean it literally in that sense, but he said that once. But how many times has the former president say he wants to lock anybody up who disagrees with him, and also throw them in jail and throw the key ways, and also give pardons to all the January 6th instigators and rioters. So all that stuff right there just tells me that he is not fit for the office, and he wasn't fit before.
Do you think January 6th was a pretty telling day about the character of Donald Trump?
I think January 6th. Well, it was. I think the pre-telling day was much more before that January 6th. It was probably back in 2016.
Do you think if Donald Trump loses this election, he will still say that it was a rigged election?
Oh yeah, of course. He doesn't. He doesn't. He never says he's at fault, and he never says he lost. He's always won, and if he didn't win, then it was rigged. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, sir.
And go Utah. Utah Utes. All right.
Utah Utes.
Yeah.
Utah Utes. Great people down in Utah.
Philly's got a great city here.
Philly's got a great place. Interesting. No, I didn't tell him that. I'm born in Utah. Interesting. How are you doing, sir? Are you having a good day? Really quick. Interesting. 2 Kamala supporters right off the get-go. Hey, let's go. I'm seeing all these donations here in the chat. $20 right here from Lord Hybrid. Also a donation from Jeff Horton. Just gotta say thank you to everybody real quick. And also Evie 1973 and Benedo. Thank you guys very, very much. How you doing, sir? Nope. Let's see. Should we go this way or should we go that way? Let's keep going this way. Ooh. What should we tell people when they talk about Donald Trump's January 6th, about pardoning all the people? Do you think the grandma should be pardoned?
The grandma that went into the Capitol? Yes. I believe that there are a lot more criminals out on the street that are just running around than people that went into the Capitol.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people just went in there and walked around.
Interesting. Hey, I'll remind everybody, the pinned comment above is Ply Market. Go ahead, download the app. It's completely free, and you can get the most up-to-date election predictions. Right now, Donald Trump is supposed to win the election according to Ply Market, and right now in Pennsylvania, he is also winning as well. All right, let's see. How you doing, sir? Having a good day? Oh, okay. Let's see who these ladies are voting for. Wait, I already talked to them. How are you guys doing? Having a good day? Good. We're live. Can we ask you guys a quick question? No, you guys are good. Let's talk to this guy right here. How you doing, sir? You got a quick second? No? All right, let's keep moving on. 3 no's. Next one's going to be a yes. This lady right here. I'm feeling it. How you doing, ma'am? Having a good day? We're live trying to talk to some people like yourself. Who are you going to be voting for?
Kamala Harris.
Oh, awesome. And what makes you excited about voting for Kamala Harris?
She's not Donald Trump.
Okay, just because. And as far as what she's going to do for America, what makes you excited?
Well, I think she's got a head on her shoulders, and I think she's got a vision.
I hope she has a head on her shoulders.
Yeah, good point. I'm not worried about her ethically. I think she respects democracy.
And with what she has done and with what she has approved, as she has been with Joe Biden, does that concern you at all?
No, I think Joe Biden's been a good president, and I'm happy for her to continue his policies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she went on The View, and she said there's nothing she would have changed.
And no reason she should. It's a good economy. He's managed to cut child poverty. You know, he handled COVID well. He's been good at manufacturing jobs and all that other stuff is nonsense and noise. It's not true that Joe Biden has not been good for America. He's been very good for America. Yeah. And she's on that train.
And we talked to a lot of people, and one question we like to ask people is where do they get their news from? Because it's so interesting to hear the opinions of other people.
New York Times, The Washington Post, PBS, assorted, respectable news.
What do you think about Fox News?
Well, it's basically fact-free.
Oh, okay, fact-free.
Yeah.
And when you think about what Joe Biden has done, and we think about the main issues right now that are going on as far as what Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are running on. Kamala Harris, she's running primarily on one of the main issues is abortion with Roe v. Wade.
She's correct. So is Biden.
Mm-hmm. And then also Project 2025.
Yeah, well,
they're really worried about that.
Well, you had these generals and people in Trump's cabinet explaining that he's a fascist, and 2025 is a fascist plan. He's dissociated himself from it, but you can't believe anything Donald Trump says, and it basically aligns with his authoritarian and fascist impulses. So I think it's very concerning.
Yeah, and then some of the other main issues that Donald Trump is running on is what has happened at the border underneath Biden and Kamala Harris, as over 10 million illegal immigrants have entered the United States, and also the war in Ukraine, as the United States has sent over $180 billion there. And then also,
I'm not afraid of immigration. I think that's been a strength of the United States, and I know that immigrants are not taking jobs that Americans want. As far as Israel-Palestine goes, I very much disagree with Biden's position and also Kamala Harris, but I don't think Trump would be an improvement. I think it would be worse.
And with Ukraine and Russia, do you support the mass funding?
I do.
Mm-hmm. And we know it is important as far as that war could trickle into something much worse. But do you think the United States needs to be the one that is sending over all the funding?
Yes, because we have the money and we have the arms.
Mm-hmm. And when you hear about people in North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida being impacted from the Hurricane Helene and the flooding, and then
they're
FEMA.
not being deprived of funds, and the government FEMA is working to get it to them, and it's not a zero-sum choice between Ukraine and those people. I know those people very well. I come from that part of the country. What's happened is a disaster. The problem is climate change, and not one candidate is willing to be serious about climate change at this point. That's the problem, not Ukraine.
Yeah, climate change. We got to cut that. We got to figure that out, right?
We figured it out. We've just got to implement it.
Yeah, what do we got to do to implement climate change issues?
We've got to cut back on fossil fuel emissions.
Yeah.
Drastically, immediately.
And here in Pennsylvania, Donald Trump says drill, baby, drill. Kamala Harris said she was against fracking. Now she said she's for fracking.
Well, she understands she's got to win Pennsylvania. Politicians make some compromises in order to succeed. I'm willing for her to make that compromise. Obviously, you know, these are phase things that have to happen. Fracking is, in the long run, not very good because of the amount of methane that it puts in the atmosphere. But at the same time, I'm willing to tolerate it. But there's plenty of room to do other things.
Yeah,
and one of them is public transportation, which needs much more support. And I would start with that.
Yeah. And I got a question for you. Do you believe in Jesus?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, I think he may be a historical figure. I am not able to say. But
do you think Kamala Harris lost lots of votes from the Christian faith when a man in her rally said Jesus is Lord and she said, you're at the wrong rally?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Did you see that at one of Kamala Harris' rally, a young man yelled, Jesus is Lord, and Kamala Harris said, sorry, you're at the wrong rally.
He is at the wrong rally. See, this is politics for the government of the United States. It's not a church.
Mm-hmm. But do you think she lost votes from Christians?
I have no idea, but I think anybody who would not vote for her because she's not religiously acceptable to them is not aware of the traditions of the United States in which religion is separate from politics.
Mm-hmm. And we do have In God We Trust on a lot of our
We do. Here. That's an old tradition and will survive with it. But I repeat, the Founding Fathers were very clear, speaking of Jefferson in particular, that the religious preferences of the country have nothing to do with the political welfare of the country.
Yeah. And do you think if Donald Trump wins, I was just in New York, a lot of the illegal immigrants said there's going to be some riots in the streets if Donald Trump wins because he says he's going to deport them all. Do you support mass deportations?
Do I support mass deportations? Why would I do that?
Yeah, if they're illegal.
These people are contributing to the United States. They're contributing to the GDP. They're contributing to the wealth of talent and experience. They're contributing to the tax base.
And when you see stories of a woman like Laken Riley, the nursing student in Georgia who was brutally murdered by an illegal immigrant, you think the blood is on the hands
of... The right wing likes to pull that out and forget that native-born Americans are much more committing of crimes and are much more responsible for the crime rate that we have than any immigrants. Immigrants have traditionally low crime rates, and so that's just more nonsense from the far right to distract people from what the facts are.
The fact that she was killed by an illegal immigrant.
How about all the people in that state that have been killed by completely legal citizens?
In that case alone, though, but do you think blood is on the hands of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden?
No, I don't. I think that's a right-wing meme.
A meme?
Yeah, it's a right-wing meme. It's a talking point to keep people from understanding what the facts are, as I said already.
But if that guy was not let into the country, she would still be alive.
You don't know that. Might have been killed by an American citizen.
No, she wouldn't have because it was.
She might have been killed by an American citizen.
Killed on a trail in Georgia.
You know what? Are you trying to get me to say something? Where are you from?
Where am I from?
What's your background? What is the partisan? What is the partisan?
We're just telling people.
Yeah. So what is that? Is that a right wing?
No,
group?
not right wing.
So no, I have said, and I really resent your trying to push me on this. That the rate of crime there will be illegal immigrants who commit crime. Unfortunately, the rate of crime committed by American citizens is much, much steeper.
I'm not saying,
and that's what we have to take issue. And that's all I want to say about that question.
It's not. I'm just saying that if she was,
if
that guy was not let into the country, she'd still be alive.
Unless you want to ask me a different question. That's I've made my position.
What's your last statement? What would be your last statement to anybody that's thinking about voting for
I'm not
Donald Trump?
Telling you
bye. Bye. Wow, she got fired up. But it's just a pure fact. If that illegal immigrant didn't kill Laken Riley that day, she would still be alive. That is just a pure fact. I'm not talking about the rates from Native Americans. I'm just talking about that case specifically. There's other people that have also been died, but just that case specifically, you cannot say that, that day a Native American would have just swapped situations and killed that person, which is absolutely disgusting to say. Booker T, you want to say something?
I do want to say something about Laken Riley because we did go to Georgia. We went to Athens, Georgia, and we went to the exact spot where her life was taken. And we also went to the college there in Athens, and we spoke to a lot of students, faculty members, and we asked them about Laken Riley and if she still would be alive had not this illegal immigrant came into America. And many people sounded just like that lady. They said, it probably would have happened somehow. Someone else would have done that to her. And we were like, no, that person came into America illegally. Had we not had open borders, that person would not be here. And that 22-year-old Laken Riley, nursing student, beautiful girl who got up in the morning to go for a run, she would still be here in America, as well as many of the other young girls who have lost their lives in the hands of illegal immigrants. And like I always say, not all of them are bad, but we know, even today, DHS came out and said that 600 Venezuelan gang members for sure are here. We know that there are way, way more than 600. We saw some in New York the other day. We talked to them, and it gave you literally chills down your spine. So Laken Riley would still be here today, and I will never go against that because it breaks my heart that she was taken so brutally off the face of the earth. There you go.
Booker T gave her time to shine. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
And who are you going to be voting for?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. We just talked to a lady. She says the biggest issue facing the world right now is climate change.
No. The biggest issue we face right now is homeless, poverty in the U.S. across all the major cities and swing states.
Mm-hmm. And historically, who did you vote for in 2020?
In 2020, I voted Donald Trump.
In 2016?
2016, I voted Barack Obama, I believe.
Or it was between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
Oh, well, Trump.
Okay, so this will be your third time voting for Donald Trump.
Yes.
And do you think he wins the state of Pennsylvania?
By the way it looks, no, but I want him to.
Mm-hmm. Have you voted yet?
No.
Will you be voting though?
Yes.
Okay, you got to go vote. And what makes you want to vote for Donald Trump?
A lot of his policies and what he stands for. I see a lot of people on the left, they stand for a lot of the LGBT community. I don't have anything against it. But I see that's more so leaning towards the feminine men more than the masculine men. I see Trump is mainly for masculine men and for the country as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I like Trump.
Okay, cool, man. We just talked to this lady. I want to get your input on it. We talked to this lady. Do you know what happened with the young nursing student, Laken Riley, in Georgia? No. Well, she was on a morning run, and she was killed by an illegal immigrant. So I asked this lady over here. She was for Kamala Harris. I said, is like the blood on the hands of Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, for the murder of Laken Riley? And then she said no. And then she said, she went on to talk about how we as Americans have a lot higher crime rate than people that cross the border illegally. And I said, well, if she wasn't killed by an illegal immigrant, specifically that was let into the border, she would still be here. And she said, you don't know that.
Well, I would hope she would still be here, but we don't know that. But I wouldn't...
But specifically in that case?
In that case, since it's illegal immigrants and they're letting them in the border, unregistered, unchecked, undocumented, that is their issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so it's like, it was hard. Like, I got a little upset with the lady because I'm like, all right, we're not moving my stance on this one because she still would be here if she wasn't killed by an illegal immigrant that was let into the country illegally, right?
Yes.
So it's just kind of interesting when you talk to some people to hear their opinions on certain things like that. And what do you hope Donald Trump does his first year in office?
Hopefully clean up a lot of this poverty, a lot of homelessness, a lot of vets. Get them funding, get them care, get them situated. A lot of homeless that I see just down here. We're in a major part in Philadelphia, in Center City, and we got homeless people all up and down here. They need care. They need help.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think we see so much support for Kamala Harris down here in Philadelphia?
Because a lot of people don't know what she stands for, and most people are uneducated in politics. So a lot of times they're indoctrinated and they don't know the policies and the laws.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Hey, thank you so much for your time. Where do you think that indoctrination comes from?
Ancestry. They watch their mothers do it, fathers do it, and it's just passed on. People don't really know the real policy of politics, so they just agree with what they seen their parents agree with, and it's just a generational thing until people wake up and educate themselves and know what we're talking about so we can come together and do better for one another, then we'll continue to have the same problem.
I like that. Great message. Hey, thank you so much, sir. We
All right.
appreciate it.
Take
Have a
care.
good one. Have a blessed day. Oh, this guy's got a Kamala Harris pin on him. Sir, how you doing? We see you got the pin of Kamala Harris. Have you voted for her? What? Oh, okay, not a good combo, not a good time. Interesting. Let's move over here. Lots of... How you doing? That's this guy. You got the chain on, sunglasses, the boot. How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up, bro?
We looking at you. You looking all swagged out. You got the chain on, the boot on, the glasses. I'm doing
I
great.
just seen you on what's that? YouTube.
Yeah, that's me.
Good to see you.
Good
bro.
to see you too. That's
What you doing?
crazy.
What y'all doing out here today?
Yeah, we're asking. We're at. Come back, you sir. We're asking people who they're gonna be voting for.
Oh, who I'm voting for? I think I'm gonna have to go with Kamala.
Okay.
Kamala.
I respect that. And why so?
I think I'm gonna pick Kamala because I'm not really feeling Donald Trump right now. I'm not feeling him with this pregnant thing, with controlling a woman's pregnancy. I'm not really feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a woman should have their own choice on what they want to do with their body.
Yeah.
So
And, a lot of people are putting the blame on abortions across America on Donald Trump, but he just gave the option when he was president for the states to decide versus having a federal issue, which means like the whole entire country.
Okay.
So like if you live in Pennsylvania, the rule could be different than if you live in Alabama.
Right,
But so like in most states you can still get an abortion up to 24 to I believe 24 weeks. The lowest is in Florida at 6 weeks. And then some states you like just can't get an abortion.
Okay.
In some cases, so it's actually not Donald Trump who's saying that you can't have an abortion here or you can have an abortion there. It's the states. Yeah.
Okay. I just learned something new today.
Mhm.
That's good. So
a lot of times when people say like, well, he's against women's rights, well, he's just letting the states decide. And if a woman still wants to get an abortion, in most cases, she still can, especially if it's rape, incest, or her life's at jeopardy.
Okay. So I still gotta do some evaluating and reading and learning, doing some more learning on before because the vote is November 5th.
November 5th. People are already voting here in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can go vote at the polls.
Oh, you can vote. You can vote today.
Yeah, you can vote today.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I'm ready. After what you just told me, I don't think I'm ready to really decide who I want to vote for.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, Kamala is looking better.
Yeah.
Far as the middle class, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, and how did you see Joe Biden, specifically, and Kamala Harris help the middle class these last 4 years?
You said how did I see them help it the last 4 years?
How did they help out the middle class these last 4 years?
Well, or Donald Trump, or you talking about Biden and Kamala?
Yeah, the past 4 years underneath the last administration.
Past 4 years. Honestly, that's a good question. I don't really know. I'm gonna keep it all the way honest with you. I've been home for like a year and almost 2 years. So
where were you at?
I was in prison.
Okay.
I was in jail. Yeah. So I'm not too sure if they done anything for me or people around me.
Yeah, because it's like when she does talk about doing all this change, a lot of people wonder, okay, well, why didn't she do it when she was already in office? Why is she going to start doing it now once she's president?
Okay.
So a lot of people have that question, and I too have myself that question.
Right.
Okay, if she said she's going to do all this stuff, why didn't she do it when she was president? If we did have those issues going on,
Right.
For instance, like the border, she said, "Oh well, now we're going to close the border and we're going to protect it." It's like, okay, well, you were in office and you let in 10 to 12 to 20 million illegal immigrants. Why don't you change it? Why didn't you change it when you were in office?
Right.
And then it comes up to be, oh well, the bipartisan bill that Donald Trump called in, and he told him not to pass the bipartisan bill. And also in part of that bipartisan bill, there's another $60 billion to Ukraine. So like Republicans weren't gonna sign off on that either way.
Right.
Which is interesting.
So that you saying that was what's his name? You saying that was Biden that was trying to give money to the Ukraine?
Yeah, they've already given over $3 billion to Ukraine.
Okay. So, and you're saying that a lot of people didn't agree with that?
Well,
I did see something like that. I was watching something like that.
I think a lot of people don't agree with that they've given so much money to
Americans?
Ukraine. Yeah, like it's your tax dollars, my tax dollars of everybody here. Part of their taxes, whether it be $10 or $100, depending on how much they're paying in taxes, is going to other countries. When we talk about other issues we have here inside the United States, like homelessness, that $20 billion could have done a lot of help for these communities here with homelessness and with other issues.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
$20 billion, you could probably build a whole entire city with that. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's definitely a lot of money.
And so some people are upset.
Yeah,
that's why it's such a big election. Every election's the biggest election.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This election is it's kind of tricky. Like you just told me a lot though. You told me a lot. So I really want to go look. I want to look into, because I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. I really don't know what Donald Trump is planning to do, and I really don't know what Kamala is planning to do.
Yeah. When did you go to prison?
2022.
Okay, 2022. So I
did 2 years.
Okay, you did 2 years. When you left prison, how much more were prices for
Higher.
food?
Higher. Prices, everything's higher.
Everything's higher.
Rent, groceries, everything.
So
everything is
You
higher.
could think about that when you were in 2016, 2020, the prices as high as when you got out of prison?
It was definitely higher. The prices went up on everything.
Yeah, so maybe think about that when you go to the polls. Who's going to keep things lower?
Okay, so you're saying that Donald. So that's Donald Trump's plan.
He's gonna cut down. He wants to bring down the cost of groceries, inflation.
All right, can you?
And so does Kamala Harris. But what they've done these past 4 years has caused a lot of inflation to go up. Like underneath Trump's administration, the inflation was like 3 or 4%. Underneath Kamala Harris, it's been 11%. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, it's been 11%.
11%. Okay.
So, inflation around the world is up, and here in the United States, it's actually like lower than most countries, but it's still going up.
Okay. So I really
should do some research.
Yeah, I gotta do some homework. You just made me think. So I gotta do some homework.
Yeah, just look at the facts. Don't look at the name Donald Trump. Don't look at the name Kamala Harris. Just think, okay, who did what, and then go vote.
Break it down. Right.
And you can watch Nick Shirley here on YouTube. We do a lot of it. Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley?
Yep.
Okay.
You can watch it right there.
I follow you. I just can't think of your name right now. You did an interview with YBC? YBC Dole?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I mean, rest his soul. Yeah, rest his soul. So yeah, I know you. I just can't think of your name right now off top.
That's all good. Hey,
I know you, and I know the other guy that
Brandon Buckingham.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not too good with names, but
awesome. Hey, well, thank you so much for your time, sir.
What's your name again? So I go.
Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's you.
That's me.
Okay.
That's me.
All right.
Awesome.
Mind if I show you something?
Nate Wheatley's taking him in there, and he's going to start educating the man. Hi, excuse me, really quick, sir, or ma'am, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, let's talk to this lady. You got a microphone. Say something.
I'm unstoppable today.
Woohoo! You're unstoppable. Really quick, ma'am. Who are you going to be voting for?
I just voted for Kamala Harris.
Okay, awesome. Were you excited when you put in that vote for Kamala Harris?
Very excited. I was so excited I went early.
Yeah, and what makes you so excited about voting for Kamala Harris?
Because I know she's going to change the world and make it better.
Do you think she would have changed the world and made it a little bit better when she was in office? Well, as she is in office right now.
What was the question? Say it again.
So do you think she's going to change the world? In what ways do you think she's going to change the world?
I think she's going to build healthy relationships with other world leaders. And she's already doing it. And she's fighting for us, and she's convicted in her beliefs, and I believe in her.
In what ways has she fought for... in what ways has she strengthened relationships with foreign leaders?
Well, she's not easily bought with money. She doesn't care how she benefits personally from other world leaders. She cares about us. She cares about America. She cares about just humans in general. So I love her.
Okay. And would you rather have somebody in office who puts Americans as a priority versus other people that aren't Americans?
That aren't Americans?
Yeah, that don't live and aren't residents of the United States.
I think the beauty with Kamala is that she doesn't see Americans, She sees people. That's what she sees. She doesn't see color. She doesn't see nationality. She doesn't see a boy or a girl. She sees what's right and what's wrong. And that's what we need.
And as president of the United States, do you think a president should be more incentivized to help United States citizens versus people that live in other countries?
Shouldn't we all want to help each other?
Yeah, we all do. But specifically in that role of the presidency, I mean, if you're talking like that, it's kind of like what God does. He cares for everybody, right? He loves everybody. But if you're president, your focus should be the people that elected you to be president, right?
Yeah, well, she's already telling us everything she's going to do for us. And I believe, if we're the ones voting for her, of course she's going to make us her priority. But the best thing she has going for her is that she cares about the Americans, but she cares about everyone. Mm-hmm. She's not narrowing it down.
Yeah, and you like that.
I love that. You know why? Because when God makes it rain, he makes it rain on good people and on bad people. He cares just about people, like Kamala. She just cares about people.
I like that analogy about the rain. When the rain comes down, it rains on everybody, right?
It rains on everyone.
And what do you expect to see with 4 more years of Kamala Harris? Like with the current issues we have in the world right now between
the current issues. Because I was going to tell you, I see Kamala for another 4 years.
Yeah, say she wins the election, with the main issues of the border, inflation, wars in other countries, and equal rights, we'll say. What do you hope she does?
First thing?
Yeah, with the border, what do you hope she does?
With the border?
Yeah.
With the border? I plead the fifth.
Okay.
I'm going to plead the fifth.
Keep going what you're saying?
I trust Kamala. I trust in whatever she's going to do, I believe is going to be the best for us. Mm-hmm. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, but with the main issues, like with the border war, the wars across the world, what do you think Kamala Harris is going to do?
Kamala's going to do the right thing.
Do the right thing?
She's going to do the right thing.
Do the right thing. And do you know that she has $1 billion? She's raised over $1 billion with her money. That's pretty impressive, right?
Almost $1 billion, yeah. Almost I think it was like 633 million.
Yeah, here in Pennsylvania, there's ads for her everywhere, right?
Right.
And we got to get the people to go out and vote.
I agree.
And what would you say to anybody that's an undecided voter? And they're like, I don't know if I want to vote for Donald Trump, but I don't know if I want to vote for Kamala Harris. This guy over here is actually an undecided voter. Can we go talk to him?
Okay, let's go talk to him.
All right. How you doing, sir? Wait, we're going to be voting for Kamala Harris. He's an undecided voter at this point.
Okay, great.
What would you say? Nate, you can talk too. What would you say to him to vote for Kamala Harris?
Okay, so I'll make it real simple for you. We're going to take it back to grade school days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right here, pretend there's a sign that says good.
Good, right?
And right here, you have the name Harris, and right here you have the name Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you put up next to good?
Damn, that's crazy. So if you ask that question, you want me to be all the way honest?
Well, since you don't know where to go, I took it back to its origin, good or bad.
Okay, so Trump is. I'm a felon.
Convicted felon.
I'm a convicted felon. I just came home. I've been home for like a year and almost 2 years. So is Trump considered a felon?
In my eyes, yes.
Okay, so he was convicted?
In my eyes, yes.
Okay.
But again, that's my eyes.
Mm-hmm. So what I was about to say is, just because you're a felon doesn't mean you're a bad person. And now what Donald Trump did...
I agree with you on that, by the way.
Yeah, what Donald Trump did wasn't right. It wasn't right.
So then let me stop you right there. Harris and Trump. Who's good?
So far, Kamala right now. As far as if you want to talk about...
my case.
Okay,
but I have nothing bad to say about Kamala. I don't really... She hasn't done nothing bad to me. Now, as far as what he said, as far as the prices going up and stuff like that, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's the only thing I can, bad about her. And now, I don't know if that's her or the state.
I have a question. Go for it. And I don't mean this offensively. Like,
go for it.
I love open communication. I love conversation.
Exactly.
When we're explaining the president of the United States, when we're explaining like leadership, and just so you know, like I am voting Trump.
Okay.
When I try to explain those things, And I guess I'm asking this, I'm confused, that's why I'm asking this, is when you're explaining or helping somebody else understand who to vote for, I'm more into like, why would you explain it like a little, like grade
little
school?
kid?
Like a little,
because,
yeah.
Because because in his mind, he was like this, right? He didn't know where to go.
Yes.
So if you don't know where to go, let's take it back to the origin. Right? Let's go back to simpler times. Who's good and who's bad? Just not worrying about.
Man, this is your time to shine.
But wouldn't you want to talk to an adult like an adult, not a kid?
The adult doesn't know where to go, so I got to take him back to a little kid.
I'm going to take it back. We're going to talk about the issues.
I would just disagree. I think that's weird.
You're allowed to disagree, but that's because you're convicted in your decision. So right now,
and vice versa.
Right, and vice versa. So we know who we want to vote for, right?
Correct.
We know. He doesn't know, and I
ask who's going to protect the border better.
I don't want to tell him vote Trump. I don't want to tell him vote Harris. I want him to make that on
Good,
his own.
bad, correct.
So we dumb it down. Who's good and who's bad? Simple.
So I want to answer a couple questions.
Yeah, he's got a question to ask you, ma'am.
I chose is not question on him.
Ma'am, he's got a question.
I just got a couple questions. So, because honestly, he just told me some. He told me some things. I want to know what do you think Kamala is going to do better than what Donald Trump is going to do?
Okay.
What do you think?
So
What's going to benefit people like me?
This is big for me.
Trump 2024.
I remember you. Remember? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So you see how she said Trump.
Come up here.
She on the go.
Okay, she's saying Trump 2024.
Why you voting for Trump?
Come over here, ma'am.
I expect addiction counseling, psych, all that. If you want to know what's going to be in demand, anything with the psyche of that lady get in. Because imagine when you can't feed your children. That's when it get real.
Let's see.
I was trying to give y'all a little bit of content, but I actually got to go soon.
Okay, no worries.
If you want me to answer one more question, I can do that.
Ask her about who's going to protect the border better.
Who's going to protect the borders? Do you feel like the borders is an issue in America? Is it a big issue or is it light?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. What I know about the borders is what the media wants me to know. I'm not in the inside.
Oh, the media. All right, we talking about the media. The media.
So therefore, I cannot give you an opinion on it.
However, I can. So I absolutely can because I work with Nick Shirley. If you don't know anything about Nick Shirley, he started most of this
Just
stuff.
wrap it up. No, we are live. You got
immigration on the border. Basically, the immigration is terrible. We went to Ohio, Springfield, Ohio, and we visited a town where literally over half the homes were invaded by Haitian immigrants. And we talked to the American people that were living in those neighborhoods and how it's been affecting their lives. Those immigrants are giving homes free rent. They're giving cars. They're able to drive without licenses.
Wait, but do you know this firsthand? Do you
Absolutely.
live in that? So
we
you
went
live
there
in that,
on our feet.
So but do you live there?
Before I go.
You don't live there.
Before I go.
Information is based off of what
Before I go.
But we went there.
I want to know what Trump is going to do for people like me.
Yeah.
And what is Kamala going to do for people like me?
So basically, main thing is Donald Trump's going to start. He's not looking at race. He's looking at Americans, right? And he's thinking about American dollars staying in America. I believe, and underneath Biden and Kamala Harris, billions of dollars have been sent overseas to fund wars and to fund other humanitarian aid. When meanwhile we got issues here in America that needs to get taken care of. And so I think when it comes down to it, I think Donald Trump will be the best person to put not white or black people ahead, but put American people first.
American people first. So
and
what?
To close the borders and to close the borders, protect the borders, and then use that money that we were spending on illegal immigrants back into the United States.
Okay, now I have a question about I don't know if Donald Trump and them have anything to do with the stop and frisk and stuff like that.
What's that?
Stop and frisk, you know what that is?
No, I don't.
All right, so like, I don't think I look like nobody that's starting trouble or nothing like that. But if I had on all black clothes and I'm a black man and I'm walking down the street and the cop sees me and he says, "Oh, he looks like he might be a bad guy," or you know what I'm saying, and they can just pull up on me with no probable cause and just search me and say, "Oh, let's search him."
I don't think that's a bad thing, right? If cops have a suspicion,
I mean,
but if you're walking around the street all black with a shiesty mask.
Oh no! I'm not talking
For
about.
instance,
I'm not talking about a shiesty mask. I'm just saying, what if I'm out at night and I got on all black, and I'm just walking down the street and they just want to pull up on me and mess with me?
I mean, if the cops has a reason to do it, and they're just check for the safety of other people, I don't think someone should get offended if cops are like, "Hey, let me check." Like, okay, let me do what I gotta do. And if you don't have anything to hide, you don't got anything to hide.
I'm, since you put it like that, like right now, I changed my life, so I'm not really worried about none of that. I'm not really worried about none of, getting in trouble. But I'm just speaking for the other people that's still out here that might look like they're in the streets, but they're not really in the streets.
Yeah, for instance, if I was somebody and a cop did a stop and frisk, and I had and it was like, and I wasn't doing anything wrong, but I had a gun in my pocket that wasn't registered, and the cop's like, "Hey, I just want to check to make sure everything's cool." Of course you'd be mad because you got something illegal in your pants, right?
Right.
And so then you would be mad. But if you don't have anything to hide, you shouldn't be angry because the cop's just trying to do his job.
So you got people that have schizophrenia. What's it called?
Schizophrenia.
I said it right.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia, mental problems, and things like that. So you could be just jumping out on a person that got mental problems, and they can be scared, and they can lose their life real quick in an instant. So that's a
special case.
And it happened before. So, but I understand what you're saying. If you're not doing no crime, you shouldn't be worried about nothing like that. But I like to speak for people, that might be in the street, that might not have nowhere to live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That just out here.
Yeah, and hopefully the cop has compassion on somebody if they have schizophrenia and they understand.
Yeah.
So, hey, but we got to keep going on this live.
Yeah, you open
my
my eyes to a lot, though. I'm going to definitely check it out.
All right, thank you,
Nick.
I appreciate you, brother. Have a good one.
Be safe out here.
How you guys doing? All right, let's move. All right, awesome. Love it. All right, moving on. We got more people to talk to today. We can't waste. Nate's over there. Nate could talk to people for hours about absolutely nothing. It's amazing, but when we're live right now, we got to keep going. We got to keep the show on the road. Here we go. Oh, let's go. Thank you, Jeff Horton, and thank you as well, Dalia HD. We appreciate it. All right, let's talk to some of these people up here. Wow. Let's see. We got people, son and daughter. Let's talk to these college student girls right here. How are you guys doing? Are you guys in college here? Oh. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. We're live right now. Who are you going to be voting for?
Oh, no, I'm not.
You're not into that? Okay, no worries. Let's talk. How are you doing, ma'am? Are you having a good day? Can I ask you a quick question? Speak English? Chinese. Trump or Kamala? No? Dang it. Alright, we got a big group of people right here. Oh, wow. How old are these kids out here smoking these cigarettes? How you guys doing? You guys having a good day? How old are you guys? 16? 16, 15?
We're lighter in.
Dang. How old are you guys?
25. I'm 30.
Who are you guys voting for?
I ain't voting for nobody.
Kamala Harris.
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
No.
How old are you, kid?
About to be 17.
About to be 17? If we weren't recording, I'd tell you something. Because you...
Vote for Trump.
That's gonna kill you. That ain't good for your system.
She's right here.
What are you saying? Okay. And what makes you want to vote for Donald Trump?
Donald Trump, to me personally, Donald Trump helped us in the past 8 years towards money, medical. He helped us with a lot of things, I feel like.
I know who I'm not voting for. Trump.
Okay.
Because Trump got 36 felonies. And I don't know how a president can have 36 felonies, but and still can be a president, but one felony off a person they can't even vote at all. It don't make sense.
I got a question. How the heck are these kids smoking? They're 16 years old over
I
here.
have no idea.
They don't care.
That's horrible.
I just said that too. I just said.
But it starts from the parents.
Yeah.
It starts from the parents.
It starts at home.
But you can't. It's nothing that you can't do. It's
I'm
nothing
not
that you
blaming
can
them.
do.
I wish they would think about it a little bit more before they get themselves in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like Trump, to be totally honest, I feel like Trump definitely helped us out the 8 years. Okay, and nobody's perfect. Let me just say that. No one is perfect. Everybody went through something in their life. Everybody had to.
36 times.
Somebody
I
had.
feel like if we vote for Trump, we gonna go back into slavery.
For real, that's my mindset.
Really? You think if we vote for Trump, we're going to go back into slavery?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay, and you think so as well?
Yes, I think so because my mom told me that Trump is trying to do laws like, you know how they used to water people with the water hoses and stuff like that? Like if it was riots and stuff like that. He said that he's going to give the cops a go to, shoot first and not talk. So that's something that I don't like. Like, you're not about to tell me that they can spray us with water hoses and shoot us if it's doing a public gathering. That don't make sense. But he can entice riots and stuff like that and have people throwing stuff at people from Africa and stuff like that, and immigrants and stuff. He got people hurting people that's immigrants, and that's not right. He's saying that they eating cats and dogs. That's crazy.
What if it was true?
If it was true, Chinese people do it for sure. This is a fact. Chinese people eat cats and dogs.
We're talking specifically about pets.
But they not pets. That's what I'm saying. They not pets.
Yeah.
In Africa, they eat lions. They eat all types of stuff. So you would never know. In all types of countries, they eat all types of stuff.
Okay.
So how are you going to say, if the world was ending, I'll eat a cat and
Different
dog.
topic. Kamala Harris has said she's going to do a lot for the middle class and for single mothers.
Kamala Harris is trying to play the black card too bad for me. And her heritage is not even African Jamaican. It's Indian Jamaican, so it don't make no sense at all.
Yeah. And so
she's not black.
Yeah.
She not, and that's just the truth. She might have a little bit of heritage, but she's not black, and none of her ancestors are black neither.
And so you'd rather have somebody that lies?
I'd rather have Kanye West as president.
You're talking about Trump and Kamala. You go back and forth between those two. You got your issues with both of them. At the end of the day, who do you think is going to make the life of you and your daughter better?
Obama.
Well, Obama's gone.
You got some work to do, girl.
Booker T says you got some work to do. Who do you think is going to make your life better? Trump, right?
Yeah, I feel like Trump.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Trump's going to make our life better, and he's helping us. So no matter what negative things or things that people think that he's not helping us with, later on down the line, everybody is still getting help. He can't control the whole entire world. He can only give advice and say what's supposed to be done or what needs to be done. He can't exactly do it and make everybody be what they should be. Everybody's going to be themselves. Like I said, nobody's perfect. And this world and the people in it is going to be who they are, and it's going to be how it is. Nobody can change that but the people in this world, the people that's living in this world. The president can't even change it. The mayor can't change it. Nobody can't change it. The people in the world have to change it. And that's just that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing that you can do. But like I said, I feel like Trump definitely helped us a lot, and he motivated us a lot. Also, we was down in the dirt, and he helped everybody get up that was down, and even homeless people. He helped homeless people and everything. So I just feel like Trump did a great thing, and he's doing the best that he can to his ability, and he's trying as a president. I didn't hear nothing negative. Well, I did, but I don't think that he's really trying to take us back into slavery.
Yeah.
I don't think that. and
That's not true at all.
he wasn't in slavery, so he don't know what slavery is like. But me personally, I don't think he's trying to take us back in slavery. I don't think that. So
Yeah, I don't think so either. It'll be interesting. A lot of the information comes from when you get a lot of information and opinions when you listen to the news.
Yes.
And if one person listens to one news source, and another person listens to a different news source, it seems like a lot of people are programmed to think what that specific news source says.
yes,
Which
Yep.
is interesting.
Yes.
You got to become more of a free thinker, right?
yes,
Awesome.
a deep thinker.
Deep thinker. Thank you
Yes.
so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Nate Wheatley is still YouTube right now. Nick Shirley.
Okay.
Look, you guys are live right here.
Oh. Okay.
You can go check it out on Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
Yep, we're live right there. Thank you guys very much. Have a great rest of your guys' day. Keep moving along. So far, we've talked to lots of people out here in Philadelphia. Everyone seems, so far, it's been very mixed opinions. Cameraman Nate has abandoned us. Yo, what's up? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Nick Shirley. What's your name?
Oh, you're Nick? No
How you doing?
I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you, Chris. Chris, who are you gonna be voting for?
This election, I'm voting for Trump.
For Trump. And you get a lot of, when you tell other people your opinion about who you're voting for here in Philadelphia, what do you get when you talk to other people and you say you're voting for Trump?
I mean, I'm mostly interacting with my fellow college students, and most of them, they're voting for Kamala, and especially at college, I feel silenced, due to the overwhelming support of Kamala in the college campuses.
Yeah.
But right now, I feel compared to 2016 and 2020, there's been way more support for Trump among young men like me.
Awesome. And why do you feel like at colleges they try to silence people that speak not even against, but for people on the right, for people like Donald Trump? Why do you think it's okay, you're a bad person if you talk about Donald Trump and that you're going to support him at a college campus? Why do you think that's even a stigma?
I feel in college, I don't know if it's because of the professors or just the students itself. I feel in colleges, vast majority of them support the Democrats, and it just silences the Republican or conservatives, and it prevents us from showing our voice, and it really it really hurts.
Yeah, it is kind of hurtful. It doesn't. I mean, if you want equal rights, you want equal voice, equal freedom of say. Everybody should be able to say what they say and not get discriminated, right?
Of course, definitely.
Especially in a college where they get funds from student loans are paying for those colleges.
Yeah, for sure. In colleges, we gotta work on making sure there's equal voice, that both sides are respected, and we gotta do a better job on that.
Awesome. Hey, I agree. Thank you so much, man.
Who are you voting for, by the way?
I'll be voting for Donald Trump myself.
What makes you vote for Trump?
I think Trump's going to do things a lot better than Kamala Harris in everything. No, that's a blatant answer, but I just think I really do think he'll do a lot better, and I think he'll put American people first, so I think he'd be the better option.
What's the most important issue? Just curious.
Well, the most important issue, I think right now, is probably the open borders in the United States. I think that's a really big issue. I think pretty soon, if all those people are given amnesty and become citizens here in the United States, it'll literally make it impossible for a Republican to ever win the election again, in that it will make the United States essentially just a one-party system, because in these swing states is what determines the elections. But makes it tough.
We can't be giving birthright citizenship to these illegals. What the Democrat Party is trying to do is make these illegals become citizens, and at the same time try to remove the Republican Party, and
Yeah, I think essentially if Kamala Harris does win, the Republican Party will still exist, but they will not be able to get in power as far as the presidency goes inside the White House.
Yeah, and we gotta put forth our effort, encouraging our friends to vote and making sure that they vote for Trump, whether they vote early or by mail. We gotta do our effort.
Awesome. Hey, I agree. I'm sure everyone in the chat's loving what you gotta say as well, man. Thank you so much for coming out.
Awesome meeting.
Great meeting you too.
Thank you.
Awesome. You can watch yourself replay on the live.
Yeah.
Subscriber right there. Awesome. Have a good one. Thank you so much, sir. Have a great rest of your day. Good guy right there. Good guy. love some nice people, especially when they come out to say what's up on the stream. How you doing, sir? Good. Really quick. You got a quick second? Alrighty. How are you guys doing? I'm doing great. We're here. We travel all across the country, and we landed today here in Philadelphia because it is a swing state. We came to talk to people here in the state of Pennsylvania. Specifically here in Pennsylvania, who do you think wins the election, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
We want Kamala Harris to win.
Yeah. Yes, agree.
I think she will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think she'll win the state of Pennsylvania, or do you think she'll win the election?
I think she'll win the election.
Yeah. What makes you guys excited about voting for Kamala Harris?
LGBTQ rights, we want to protect that. Women's rights, we want to protect that. Anything?
Are you guys a couple?
Yes.
Okay, and when Donald Trump was president, did you guys ever feel like you guys were being discriminated against, or did you ever feel like your lives were in jeopardy?
I feel like he's actively using language that kind of is generating that type of environment, which is very unsettling and scary.
But when he was president, did you guys see any effects in your guys' life? Like, was there any discrimination that happened?
Not necessarily.
Not yet.
Not yet. But he appointed people to court systems that changed Roe v. Wade, and that is scary.
That's just step one.
Right.
Okay, so I think a lot of people that will be voting for him wonder, because I do this and we talk to a lot of people and they say like LGBTQ rights and human rights are at risk if Donald Trump wins, and I wonder, well, if he was going to do all that, why didn't he do that when he was president, right? And so I think a lot of times like the mainstream media is like painting this thing that he's going to be such a bad person, be racist, be fascist, stuff like that.
Thank you.
Okay, they just walked off. Interesting. How you doing, sir? But they did say they did not feel like their lives were ever at risk, or like they felt like they were being discriminated when Donald Trump was president. I think a lot of times when people do say that stuff on the news, it's just to create more of a divide in the country, and then that's why you see such great hatred for Donald Trump and such great hatred for Kamala Harris as well. We're all American at the end of the day. It don't really matter. All right, we're gonna do one last interview here in Philadelphia, and we gotta keep going. Let's find one last person. Let's see. Who will be the last interview? Let's see, who's gonna be the one? How you guys doing? You're not old enough. We're doing about Trump and Kamala Harris. Okay, really quick. We'll do a little rapid fire. Who would you guys vote for, Trump or Kamala?
I'll say Trump because you give it the what's it like, the stimulus check?
Yeah.
Say Trump. Yeah.
I don't really know much. I say Trump because they said like Kamala is like gay based. Like she only care about people that like the same gender as them. They said she don't care about straight people.
Interesting, right? Yeah. We just talked to some lesbians. They said they were a couple, and they said that Kamala Harris will do a lot more for their rights.
See, they probably only said that because of what she like of. Yeah.
What do you guys say about that? So we just talked to a lesbian couple, and they say they're going to be voting for Kamala Harris. One of the reasons for they're voting for Kamala Harris because she'll do more for their community as a part of the LGBTQ plus community.
That's what I heard on TV. They said she was going to help the people that like the same the same
But
gender.
my question is what's why is what is their community being deprived of, right? If they're all Americans, then they're just creating more division.
But I probably also would say Kamala because she's like a better person. I heard Trump wasn't that good of a person.
Okay. I agree. Okay, interesting. Hey, we're gonna move on. Thank you
have a
guys.
good one.
Nick Shirley on YouTube. All right, we're gonna move on. We got some people up here. We're gonna do one last interview with some people up here. Let's see. Those kids are funny. All right, here we go. Let's see. One last interview. Let's see. We're finding the person. Locating. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's ask these businessmen right here. Do you guys have a quick second? No. You got a meeting? Understandable. Let's see. Who's gonna be the last one? Who will it be? You guys have a quick second, really quick?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh no, come on. All right, here at the bus station. How are you guys doing? Really quick, ma'am. Are you gonna be voting this year? We're live right now.
I'm already been live.
Okay, she already been live. She won't be live again. One last interview. Oh, these guys over here. Hi. Can we ask you guys a quick question really quick? We're live. You're the last person. Are you above the age of 18?
Yes.
Okay. And who are you going to be voting for?
No comment.
No comment. What about you guys? Oh, come on. You got something to say, I can tell. Say it.
I do, but
Hey, come back. Why can't you say it?
I can't.
Are you going to offend the lady?
No.
Is she a Kamala and you're a Trump guy or what?
No, I'm Kamala. I'm Kamala.
And she's a Trump girl?
Am I on live video right now?
Yeah, you're live. You got like 5K watching you right now.
What's good?
Okay. Alrighty. Have a good one.
All right, yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here. How are you guys doing? Interesting. Alrighty. This is the lady right here. How you doing, ma'am? Do you have a quick second? Jeez, these last few interviews are... Alright, this lady right here. Here we go. Last one. Excuse me, ma'am. How you doing? Do you have a quick second? Really quick. Come on. Alright, this guy right here. These two right here. Really quick, we're live. Can we ask you guys just one question? One question. You guys are going to be the last people we talk to today here on the streets of Philly. Are you guys going to be voting?
You said what?
Are you guys going to be voting?
Yes. Yeah.
And who are you guys going to be voting for?
Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Same.
And why so?
I feel like they approach my needs more than Donald Trump would.
Same thing as him.
Same thing as well? Okay. Well, you guys were the last people we're going to interview today, and is there any other reasons why you guys want to vote for Kamala Harris?
I feel like, although in this age, well, I said this time, we really need to make a change. We really need some positive outlooks. I know people have negative thoughts on Kamala Harris and the Democrats already, but to me, they haven't given her a chance. We already seen what Donald Trump have done, and it's not much.
Was her being vice president not enough of a chance?
No, not really. She really needs to step up more. Not saying she needs to step up more, but showing other people that she can step up more. Especially if she wins, she'd be the first. I think will she be the first woman president?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be the first woman president. And like I said, Donald Trump, he's just selling people false hope. To be honest.
Okay, interesting. And did you guys feel like these past 4 years has been a lot of false hope as well with what we've seen here in the United States as far as inflation goes, and price of living?
Yeah, it's just terrible. That's another thing. Inflation, price of living, everything's going up. I feel though we could try to make it right, but it's inevitable. Cause I feel like.
Do you think she's the one to bring the costs down as the costs have gone up underneath her administration with Joe Biden?
Yeah, it's not going to be significant, but some things are going to go down. It's not making a notable change.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Hey, we'll let you guys get back to the rest of your day. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Have a good one. All right, you guys. Remember, check out Poly Market. Link above. Just tap that, completely free. And you guys can check up to the date as to who people are predicting will win the election. Here in Philadelphia, it was interesting. People here, very few Trump supporters. We're interested to see what happens. We're going to be live in a town, most likely Lancaster, Pennsylvania, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Every day we are live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So come back, tune in, subscribe if you guys are not subscribed, and we'll see you guys in the next live stream tomorrow from somewhere here in Pennsylvania. And then we're going to Pittsburgh after that.